Hey folks, welcome to the commentary for part 1 and 2, which was meant to be one part, of The Peach.
Reasons why is because we only had about an hour
to film with this guy. Because remember,
the first day.
He's an old friend of ours we've known for a while. He went to the school that we did. But like basically what happened was, well, remember how we kept calling and he's like, I'll be over. And he's actually from Africa. Remember he said he actually lived there and everything?
Yeah, so that's why he has that legitimate African accent.
He wasn't like putting that on or anything. That was his
that's how he really talked.
But like when he kept on saying, we were originally going to have like all these time with him. But then when he finally got there, he's like, well, I guess he was selling knives at the time, remember?
Yeah, he worked for Cutco.
So then it was kind of weird. So we only had like a little bit of time to do it. So within an hour, we had to try and do all this, and we worked so quick.
Yeah, I'm surprised we got it done the way we did.
I mean, I can't believe we managed to get anything, because most of our videos take all day and like the Lust for Blood and those ones take like weeks.
Yeah, didn't you take? It was funny. This is like way before like this.
I just ripped ass.
Oh geez, yeah, we've been ripping ass all day. This took like this was like years ago. Didn't you came up with the idea for this episode? Didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I didn't even remember how.
I always thought we kind of like had the same body type in a way.
You and him?
Something like a similarness.
Sort of.
Oh, there was also such a ridiculous idea that Don would fall for some like guy who's an African American saying he's his brother. I mean, how is that possible?
I know, it's just, he's like, you're my brother. It's like, wait, and why would he just come and like say that out of the blue and without an explanation? He just all of a sudden says, let's go out and like you buy me stuff or they'll catch up for lost time. And
the scenes when he was buying stuff, we were mimicking Michael Jackson on that Michael Jackson special. It's funny how it cuts like real quick like that. I never figured out why we did it like
Michael Jackson? What do you mean?
Michael Jackson on that show. Right there, see? Michael Jackson was in some documentary when it was being followed around in Las Vegas.
All right.
And he was in the store going, I'll take that. And then
oh, yeah.
I remember reading later that he didn't buy half the stuff. He was just being, showing off for the camera.
Oh.
Did you notice too? My hair is a big mess in the back in this video.
I know. I think mine was too.
Look!
Oh jeez! Oh, I didn't even.
Next time, that doesn't happen anymore. I fixed my hair up.
I know it doesn't.
There's those glasses I wear that look like sort of like lesbian glasses.
Yeah, here's a cool shot. Oh, absolutely love the fact that we actually used the song. I just wish we didn't use it longer. Because like whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh, because DuckTales, of course, was like one of the greatest shows to see.
Like DuckTales. Ooh.
They're out there making.
You know why I used it? So I had like no songs on the computer.
I know.
There was no specific point of using it. Not one at all.
It had nothing to do with this either. If you think about it, though, it kind of fit, though.
It did.
And then you use, of course, another great theme. Oh, here goes.
Yeah, we used to like usually speed it up right there. See?
Yeah, it's like this took way too long because he was taking a long time driving out.
And then here's Subway. Somewhere, I think on one of the one of the Dynamurfs, we put some outtakes of this.
I know the whole thing of him and that sub. Actually, wasn't it my idea? I think it was my idea when he looks at the chips and it just keeps looping back and forth with him looking at them and then the chips and then you're the one who added that like dong sound.
I remember we tried to get him to be in Jeopardy as the host, but he was going on a family reunion that day, so technically he may have been the host at one point when we couldn't get the one person who did double timers.
Yeah, we were gonna get that guy and then we were gonna get him and then of course like we couldn't, so we had to like just move to our last resort, and which what of course it was.
You.
Yeah, me.
Everybody already knew. There was no mystery.
I'm always like a last resort when it comes to that. And here it is. This is just, I thought, as you keep watching, he was getting funnier. I think originally we had an idea I want us to use a different sound effect, but I forgot what it was, but somehow that dong kind of worked. And those were my chips. I guess I did eat those. And so all the stuff we give him, we end up eating.
You notice there's so few cutaways of us reacting?
I know. Actually, yeah, we never, that's one thing we should have done. We showed more of him. We never really showed.
This was filmed more like a documentary.
It was a documentary of how one person can actually fool two people and and like make them buy stuff for him.
When you think about it, though, we didn't even tell him what to do. Oh yeah, now here's a porn store.
Yeah, I drive by here all the time, adult videos.
I remember he didn't want to film in there because he didn't want his mom to see it. Remember?
I know, it's like 'cause she was like.
Remember we actually asked the guy if he could go back there and film. But then the guy's like, no.
Yeah, that's fine. We added that cricket noise. It's supposed to be like,
I'm sure he thought we were under 18 as well.
Oh, of course, everybody does. It's funny. We were standing here. It's like we were supposed to It's supposed to be, you know what I mean, like almost like everyone stopped and looked, almost like hinting to them, giving them a look, like, you know what you should be doing. It's like not going in there.
I know.
And I was like really pissed off.
Well, for one of the videos we have planned, there may be a scene in a pawn shop. Finally. And it may be kind of awkward and weird, but...
Yeah, I don't even know if I had really any lines in this. Look, there I am, of course, sitting in the background doing nothing.
I just got reminded of that. That's going to be awkward to do.
What?
Going in a pawn shop with a woman, you know what I mean?
I don't care.
Depends if they're like, you know, hope some women are really against that.
I don't get why.
We just have to shoot it from certain angles so YouTube doesn't get on our ass.
Oh, right.
We can't show anything too explicit.
I know, because they're scared.
Well, remember, we used to know the woman in there in that pawn shop really well.
I know. I think she might still work there.
She was cool, though.
She was like our
It's
pal.
embarrassing going in there, though, because people always looking at us.
I don't get it. It's embarrassing for you. I don't care. I love it in there.
No, I don't worry about it now. It's the same thing with the booze shop. Like, originally...
No, I was always real comfortable in there.
Comfortable in the... No, wait, in the booze shop or the porn shop?
Well, technically both, really the booze shop. It was like relaxing, calm.
The booze shop is cooler.
To be continued.
Now I'm just gonna, it's gonna go to the main menu. I'm just gonna click it. And now this tripod's a little slanted, but I don't feel like changing it.
Peach 2.
We just had to make a cut here. I don't want you to go to the bathroom or something. It's none of your beeswax.
Alright, here's a lovely shot of the buffet, which we sadly did not get ourselves.
No, we were at the Old Country Buffet. Yes, that's where it was, in case you're wondering. And, well, it just... We were, for some reason, me and MJ, and, like, we were just sort of afraid.
Yeah, if you're wondering, it's funny we mentioned it till now, why we called this video The Peach, because actually that's the name... Like, back when we knew this guy years before, we... Actually,
we call him. His name is James.
I know we always called him that for years.
And I always say that he swallowed the giant peach.
I remember that movie. After that, because we called him James for years, but then when that movie James and the Giant Peach came out, after that we thought, you know, that kid's name was James. It's like he ate the peach, and we always joke about that. And after that, we just called him the Peach. So
and he liked it.
He didn't mind. I mean, so after that, we just called him the Peach.
We haven't seen him though in a long time.
I know, as of now, we always saw him for years, and there's that same beautiful shot.
Isn't that a good shot for like? Look at all those desserts.
Oh, well, when I get home, I'm gonna eat like a bunch of these desserts. I don't even know if I have any of these at home, but I just sometimes when I see desserts, I get inspired to eat.
You don't
them.
have a lot of sweet things like that. It's not good to have a lot of them in the house.
It is good. I usually don't eat like the stuff, but it's always good to just enjoy it every now and again.
Yeah, every so often.
I know. It's funny. Those are actually all our desserts. I think we actually ate all of those.
And it was funny, like, basically, we just went to the buffet. And what's funny about all these is, like, there's no coverage of us. Like, what did we even look like?
I know, it's like we didn't... It's funny, I was in the full Murf outfit, and you were wearing the Don glasses, and we didn't even need to be.
I know, what the fuck was wrong with us?
I mean, just these restaurant scenes. Yeah, it's funny, like, when we go to these buffets, the three of us, like, we ate a lot, and see, with me, people are like, wait a minute, what's that skinny guy doing eating with those two big fat guys? I actually have the appetite of a fat person, believe it or not. This was actually a shot I'm proud of, that thrift store cutaway, and that...
What's funny
who did that song in this one scene?
I don't know.
No, never mind. We missed it.
I don't remember. What's funny about... I fucking have glasses on. What's funny is that this is where we go to buy a lot of the costumes and props for our videos. You may say, oh, is it because you're poor or something? No. It's because that's where you go and get old, out-of-date things.
I know. Oh, geez, and there's... You know, it's really hard to find that stuff, but it's funny how that lamp was exactly his height.
Well, oh yeah, it was.
It's like...
I bought a lot of my keyboards here. It's like, if I want old stuff, you gotta go here. And the Goodwill. It's a little bit like when Napoleon Dynamite went.
I know, it's like to find stuff.
You know, people don't talk about that anymore.
I know, it really went away.
It's become a fart in the wind. I don't know why.
I don't get it. My grandmother has a lamp like that.
Remember how what we did was we just walked in and like we filmed like everything we did?
There's some stuffed animals I think I wanted.
And look, finally, Murf's gonna make an appearance.
Finally, he's actually gonna have a line. Finally.
Finally, fucking finally.
It's like you almost worry. People sometimes worry, like, does Murf not get enough screen time?
It was almost like you weren't even there.
I know, it's like...
You were dressed like that the whole video. And I show you one time.
Yeah, look there. He actually had a line. I spoke more towards the end of the second one.
Your hair is so fucking cool there.
I know. Wait a minute. I didn't even have any lines in the first one, did I? Actually, no. I did. When I remember now. I was gonna say when we were walking out when the DuckTales song came on. When I was talking, saying we know all the places in our neighborhood. I did there. So.
I think the reason you didn't say much of anything was because you were filming it, and because like we didn't burn the tripod, and we didn't have a crew, and
well, with us at the time, so
at the time, and we didn't have a script,
his
and
little egg
we
card.
didn't know what we were doing, and we didn't plan this out.
And I think we get the idea.
Yeah, you get the idea.
We get the idea.
There was no script for this whole video. We just said we're gonna film something. You know what I mean? It was almost like I don't even know how we did it.
I don't even remember a script. We didn't even talk about it. We just went and did it. That's why I don't remember much of the. I remember experience.
I think this scene was filmed before any. This was actually his car.
Yeah, it was kind of hard for you to pull up in that.
I'm not admitting it. I wasn't driving.
Okay, it was me.
Yeah. Although I'm driving now.
Yeah, well, I think he was real. The reason you weren't driving that was because he was a little antsy about you driving. I don't know why. I think actually you stated that for some weird reason this video, like, this is the only scene when one of the only first times you ever actually see us fully in the shot. Like, you see our feet. It's like, it's not that we never wanted to show it. It's just like it was a thing you never saw. Like, you never actually saw our feet. And
I remember that. I don't like showing us from that full view.
Why not? Well, it makes us look. You can actually see us better.
I don't know. I don't like full views.
And this was actually I'm afraid. I was a little afraid people would think this was being mean to him. It wasn't. This was his idea. Saying, you know, like when I'm running, like slow it down and make it more ridiculous. So,
ooh! And then listen to the sounds here.
Ooh. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
I didn't add these sounds.
That was literally him running. What does that sound like to you?
It sounds like fat.
I know, like flat blubbering in the. I feel so
freaky.
ashamed. It is. I feel so ashamed.
Listen. Okay. Watch, it suddenly just speeds up here. Watch, like, watch. I'll get ready. Something.
Any second. 3, 2, 1.
I cannot believe it.
Was that like our Baywatch shot?
I know, that's Baywatch for us.
Did you ever watch Baywatch?
No, I always saw it as this big show that I could never understand.
I never watched it once. I don't even know what happens on it. I know they rescue people.
It's like CSI. I never really followed it much.
Never watched that. Never watched the OC.
I know, I just never got into it. There's that truck of his, which was a really good truck.
He had 2 cars. That's how we did this.
I know, that was actually his. No, we didn't buy that.
Our cars are. We have old cars though.
Yeah, we have older cars, but I'm starting to regret not buying. It was actually a really nice truck to drive. It had good mileage too, but it's just funny how he just gave up his cover that quickly. Well, then it was like, I'm not your brother.
I don't think we knew how to do it.
What, how to end it like that? And actually, originally, remember, I remember the sequencing. After we finished the Thursday series, this is on the DVD with the last Thursday. After the Thursday, we did the Peach, and then after the Peach, we did the 2 Deviant films. Remember? Like, weren't they supposed to connect originally? Like, originally, the Deviant was supposed to pick them up after they were trying to walk home from being ditched by the Peach.
That's a bad idea to connect.
To connect like that? Like, at least, the fact that I remember, at least I knew, like, sequentially when we did it. What?
Yeah, I do remember that. I hate how sometimes in the old videos I forgot my glasses.
You know, it's like I think you took them off or something.
I used to be real afraid about having them on.
Why were you afraid of that?
Like, I was worried people were going to get the wrong idea or something.
You know, I mean, after seeing me, all you were glasses, so.
Well, that was the video.
So.
It was Thursday 5. Should we add that on?
I guess.
What if it's a bonus feature?
Bonus.
Let's just play it.
A bonus
commentary. And we're never going to do any Thursday commentaries for anything else. So you better.
Yeah, kind of awkward how we never talked about the other ones until the 5th one.
It's a bonus.
Thursday 5, the final.
Well,
Thursday.
we'll just wrap it all up in this secret. For only true fans will find this.
I know.
Well,
but word of mouth, everyone will say, guess what's on the end of the Peach commentary?
Here's our main man, Mr. McGwinkley. And his real name's Rich.
And then he just hears him talking, he's like, I can't believe I owe little money, little Tony.
Now, we shot these at the college that we both were at this time. Boy, oh boy, was that like an awkward experience. And we never spoke of these till now. I'm alright with just getting this out in the open about it. They were some of the worst experiences of my entire life. Remember the fights and the arguments trying to get people? And we did the one about the bomb. Remember the one principal was like, we went up and found the actual dean of the school, and he's like, bomb? And remember, they got all paranoid. Like, what?
I was ready to quit the video, and you're like, no, not quitting. I'm like, there's all these problems. How can we finish?
I remember we used to like get so crazy. We used to walk to the faraway buffet.
Yeah, it's like, see, we didn't. There was really nowhere good to park, so we decided like we usually got rides there because like it was a pain in the ass to try to get
And
a
they
good
charge for
spot.
parking. We're not
You know,
paying
so
for
we decided
that
not
crap.
to park there. So when we went, so and what's funny is when we had to leave, we couldn't drive. We couldn't get anyone to drive us, so we had to walk like 5 miles to a buffet.
I remember one time when we were walking back, some guy picked us up that you said you sort of knew.
Yeah, he was in a class with me.
I felt really afraid that day.
Well, and I knew him, so I knew he was harmless. He was like one of those, anime guys.
Now, a funny thing about this is
That's actually my
your
guitar.
and you took guitar from the guy who was in the one of these other videos.
Yeah.
The weightlifting one.
I know he like lifted the guitar he had, and I think he was the one in like the one before this one. He's like, I don't know anything about ghosts. I'm not the dean. That was my instructor. It's funny. If you watch that More Silly Songs video, which is I've done like recently, I use that guitar at the end because I actually don't have a ukulele for that ukulele song. But it made it funnier. Yeah, you get like we're kind of secretly obsessed with that, aren't you?
It hasn't gotten enough views on here. I wish we get more YouTube views.
I know. I don't think we sponsor it well. It's funny that actually blew away by mistake, so we decided to just get a shot of it blowing away.
Well, I just can't believe back then we could get some of these people. And the thing is, we don't have like that many friends. We have friends, but like we don't have like a zillion. And we have these people. Not to be all sincerity, we don't know them. Some of them.
I know,
some of them we knew.
That right there, that person right there on the left. A lot of people were like, who's that hot guy you got? That is a girl, believe it or not. You can sort of see the boobs, actually.
And she had long hair in one of the other ones. Remember on the other Thursday?
Yeah, like the bomb.
But like, what was funny was like, we knew Rich well. We talked to him all the time, and we knew the girls who were. We didn't know her, I don't think.
No, we knew the other two.
But like, we would just randomly say, "You want to be in this video? You want to be in this video?"
Yeah.
And some of them would be like, "Yeah," and some people would be like, "Ugh."
I know, and that's why.
It.
And you kept pushing me to ask people, and I kept saying, "Look, if these people don't want to do it, then I don't want to keep asking, and I don't want to get crap about it."
And these guys were classics. We had them like in all of them. These two, they like pop up. The way he screams, and one guy, that guy on the left, we had him another time. It's just and then this guy was like the coolest queen ever. Remember this guy?
Stand for us all.
This was a short ass video.
I know.
I always liked that one.
Oh god, there's a friend of mine from a computer class. There's her. There's a very good friend of mine.
And she's in. Well, I don't. If you look, you may recognize from another video she's in.
Yeah, she's a really close friend of mine. Here's her. Here's another really.
He had the same name as Matt as you.
Yeah, exactly the same name as me.
I think of
her, and I've been friends with her for a while, and I haven't seen her. I was friends with some of these
people. And that's
people.
the guy who's like, we disbanded the Monopoly gang, and he had like something happen to his eyes, so his eyes were all red and bloodshot there.
And yes, Chad is back, and he was about to like shoot people, but then all of a sudden the school exploded.
We got along well with him. He actually helped us with a lot of these videos. He filmed parts, and he came up with stuff.
We feel kind of bad we haven't spoke to him in a while.
If he sees this, I hope we talk to him someday. And then it was funny, is this video... ooh.
Oh, geez, another rip. Yeah, this was... It's sort of supposed to tell you something. Like, they were... Like, all the episodes, like, it was a show, it was supposed to be like... Murf just dreamt them all up. It's like... Yes, it was.
And is there anything else we could, like, freeze frame on that? Oh, well, it didn't freeze frame, but like, let's just wrap up anything else we wanted to say about it.
Well, I don't think we're going to make any more Thursdays. You said, like, at the next college I went to, we could have tried to make more, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. It was so much... I just about felt like I got cancer over it.
Wasn't there a hidden feature on this disc?
Well, yeah, you have to go up a certain way.
How do you do it?
Let's keep going.
I'm doing it.
Again. Okay, maybe there wasn't then.
I thought there was. Let's push 3 and see if there's a hidden feature.
Nope, Thursday 5 again.
What? There was a hidden feature. What about 4? No?
No.
Oh, well.
Well, there were other ones, but...
Well, who knows? I thought there was one in his mouth. Remember?
Wasn't that on my copy?
Why is it not on mine? What a hole!
I don't know. Well.
Oh, well, we're just going to have to go eat a butt. Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, catch you next time.